do the wash. And that is the shampoo. And I don't know if you guys know, but for the most part, all of our back of our shampoos say rinse, lather, and repeat.
Yeah.
And we all ignore the repeat because we're just like, right, we'll do it tomorrow.
Nope.
No, we're actually, we're supposed to actually re-wash. So we're going to wash twice. With this sample, we should, I mean, Annie has long.
There's the volume one too.
Right.
That
So depending on who got what.
Right. But both shampoos in the samples, you wash the same way.
Right, and there's plenty in the sample that you should be able to get 2 washes out of it. This product is about 70%. What did they say? No, most products are 70% water. Ours is only 40, and so it's super concentrated. So you're not going to use as much as you're used to. I'm going to just open this real quick and show you. I have pretty thick hair, I have long hair. I used about 1/4 amount on my normal day. So this right here is about half the sample, and it's running now, but that's as much as I'm gonna use for Annie on her first wash. So we're gonna have Annie hop up on the counter. Warming up. So with the shampoo, you want to over wet it. So when you wash with the shampoo, you want it super sopping wet, dripping all over the place. And so I am gonna just all right, so I'm gonna get the shampoo I have on my hands. I'm gonna lather up really well. We lather this because it kind of activates the product. Is oil based, so you just kind of want to warm it up. So I rub my first section through here, and then the rest of the shampoo I have on my hands, I want to part her hair and put it around the inside. And then I hope they can hear me. There we go. And then I'm just going to shampoo, focusing on the scalp mostly. Annie's hair is pretty clean, so we're going to get a pretty good lather to start with. On a lot of hair, if you haven't, I mean, we're trying to wash like every other day, every 3 days, or longer if you can go that long. But when you do that, you tend to not get a good lather. That does not mean you need to add more shampoo. It just means that you need to work this section through and then start again. So that's what we're gonna do with Annie real quick. We're just gonna,
I'm gonna get myself a pillow again.
we're gonna lather, or kind of scrub her head. It kind of feels weird because we kind of associate the bubbles and all that with clean. And so basically right now I'm just kind of pretending to wash her hair, but we're still working that product in there, breaking down any buildup she has since she last washed her hair. And then I'm gonna work it through to the end. All right. So now I'm gonna start rinsing again. Can you scoot this way just a little bit and leave your towel? I mean, we'll leave the towel on you, but just not. All right, we're gonna rinse her real quick again.
My water takes a while to heat up.
Oh, there it goes. All right. And with these products, you guys, when you are washing or when you're rinsing, I don't know. Oh, there we go. You want to over rinse your hair. Like once you think your product is out and you're good, rinse it again, because the first wash really is just breaking down and getting all of that off of your scalp and your hair. And then, so we really want to rinse all of that out so our second wash can be really effective in putting the nutrients back in our hair and our scalp. And a lot of times when you're in the shower, the water concentrates on the top, and so it leaks down, and a lot of product gets built up in the back. And so that's really important just to rinse, like, I don't know what they would call this area on your scalp.
Nape?
The nape of your neck, yes. So, just want to rinse that out really well. All right, and then we're gonna go to the second wash. I'm gonna use this same sample pack, and you know, there's actually even more left in there, so.
Yeah, tell them about that one.
Which
Renew.
one is? So our Renew, that's what I'm using on Annie. That's our most hydrating shampoo, and so.
And that's the one I use regularly.
Yes, this is the part of the hydration system, and so it's actually the one I started with. It was super good just for like, my hair was really dry, but my scalp was pretty oily, and so it was really good at like helping my whole head to become, I mean my scalp down to my ends all were just at the perfect hydration level, I guess. So like my scalp has been less oily, and my ends don't feel super dry anymore. And that's what this shampoo line is super awesome for, is just keeping your hair hydrated. Some of you guys got the volume line, and that also has the product in it that helps your hair figure out the oils. And so I don't know if you guys have heard like fight oil with oil, that saying. All of our products are oil based, and so what that means is just like the products are actually putting oil back into your scalp, which to some people is kind of scary. It was to me because my head was so oily, but after a few weeks my body kind of regulated the oils, because it kind of learned that I had enough oil, which so the volume line does that. And the volume line also, the diameter in your hair is multiplied by 3.
Yeah.
So when with the first use, and so people who are like wanting that volume, that line is perfect for that, because the first time I used that, my hair just looked so much fuller, and it even just had a different texture to where it felt like maybe more fixable.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love that line if I'm planning to like curl my hair or want to do something fun with it. A lot of times I like my hair just down and straight because I don't have much creativity. But if I want to, the volume line is where it's at. Alright, so I'm starting to rinse her out. You guys can see her hair this time. I use the same amount of shampoo, and this time it's just like super bubbly, super lathered up. And so that is when you know your hair is getting clean.
Tell me why you do it.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So if your hair on the second wash isn't getting this lathery, bubbly stuff, you want to wash again. And that's just because like the first wash is really breakdown. It is pulling all of the gunk off your scalp, off your hair. The second wash is actually what's helping put that nutrition and hydration all back into your hair. And so that's why it's important to get to this lathery, bubbly point. And so most of the time, 2 washes will do it. But if you're one of those people who go through like 5 days without washing, a lot of times you'll have to wash your hair twice. And some people have asked me, well, then what's the point of not washing it every day? Like, what's good about not washing every day is that your body, the oils that your body creates are actually really good for your head and for your health. And so not washing every day is letting your, your natural oils and stuff do what they're supposed to do. And if you wash it every day, then you're washing away those natural oils, and it's kind of tricking your body into creating more of those oils, which we don't want too much of those oils. That's what makes our hair so greasy, is if we're overwashing our hair. And so we kind of get stuck in this trap of, my hair's oily, I have to wash it. The next day it's oily, I have to wash it. And we can never get out of that cycle because we don't want super oily, greasy hair. So all of the Monat products are super good for kind of helping your body to train its way. There is like a week, I had about a week in between to where I had to let the oils figure themselves out because I was super oily my first week using it, but that was just like transition wise. And if you're expecting that when you get the products, we have an awesome dry shampoo, which is a lifesaver for me.